Welcome to I have a f- that I've is like maybe not YouTube channel. I couldn't find the name on my channel, but I think I kind of backhead. So I don't know if I played anything or if there was no demo available. What? Yeah, we're gonna check out Super Cyber demo today. This was released in, quite a while ago, in 2015. So Super Cyber is an old school non-stop hardcore run and gun action. You're an little bell cyborg who is sent in to investigate anomalies and on a mysterious island. A merciless alien known as the something there, right, has been awakened by witting scientists, and now all humanity is in danger. This is pretty much a Contra, very super, almost like a fan game. Price is low, it's €5. It's going to be difficult. Yeah, tags, platform, the pixel game. Locked to 60 frames per second. Performance is going to be super lightweight, so let's remove that. So first of the problem here was that I'm glad I read the Steam forums, because there was a gamepad tip there. Gamepad is not working out of the box. You have to like go into options, you have to go into controls, you have to change this to gamepad and, you know, remap and stuff, and then go back out. And you go in and out of menus by pressing enter or start on your controller. The volume is really loud on this game out of the gates. I have lowered the like there we go, maybe something like this. Yeah, I lowered this quite a lot because it was just blasting quite loud. You can lock it to 50 FPS, so you have, I guess, just like in the classic old days of Contra, right? HAL speed 50, or you have the game speed 60 here. Don't know if it is. There we go. Yeah, it changes. It's the frame rate limit there. All right. Just wanted to make sure. You have full screen like a borderless, or you have a window mode. You have smooth or pixel filter, contrast filter. Resolution, this is the max resolution, 4:3 resolution. Yeah, you cannot freely resize the window or anything like that, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I'm gonna try to play in this. This is super small window. I could use a lossless scaling here and yeah, scale this by 2 times, which but yeah, older game, but still having this low of a resolution and max in window mode, a bit of an unfortunate thing. Let's see, new game. So you have save slots, that's nice. You have a character. I can barely see any difference. Let's go with 1. Colors. Oh, you can tweak the colors there. All right, that's nice. We're gonna start with easy because this is going to be just like the Contra games, kind of difficult until you get known with. Sure. Sure. Oh. So, just like in the classic Contra games, right? We start in a jungle setting. Right, you have a charge shot alternative. You have 3 lives. We have a kind of lock on here, 8 directional. You can use the D-pad here. That's interesting. You cannot move and shoot. I don't like that. It is very stuttery. Let's check here. I do not like that I cannot... This game is so loud, I need to turn down my volume even more here on my side. Right. Okay, you cannot turn a smooth filtering on or off or anything like that. You can only change the contrast. Yeah, I really don't like that we stop every time I'm trying to fire. I like the graphic style. It's though very stuttery for me, I don't know why. Like when I move here, it is a flickery, stuttering mess. Yeah, I would not be able to play this myself for longer periods of time. I do really like the vibe of this. I definitely feel that we should be able to shoot and move at the same time. I don't understand. That's a weird decision, especially being Contra, you know, inspired. That was... Yeah, I definitely do not enjoy. Right, so some weird stuttering, flickering problems. I cannot see that on the frame times. And then that we cannot fire and move at the same time here. Right, we have the really classic Contra style spread shot. I wanted to really love this game, but yeah, especially not being able to move and shoot, a really deal breaker. And then the stuttering. But it is a really... Wow, okay, there's force behind me. Oh. It's a very beautiful classic pixel game, pixel graphic style, pixel art. Let me just quickly pull up the trailer. I need to see. Some gameplay. Let me see if he... I just need to look here. No, there is something that is a problem in on my side. You're supposed to be able to... I needed to verify. So you're supposed to be able to move and fire at the same time. Let me... Oh, is it this one that's bugging out, maybe? Let me try that. This could be the thing that was bugging out. Okay. Yeah, I see what they mean. Okay. Okay, there's probably that one. I have activated... Alright, it makes kinda sense. Okay. So I probably hold down the lock on. And that is a toggle, right? And the toggle stays on forever. So that's my... There we go. That's my fault. Right. So now, if I could only fix the stuttering, it would be a very interesting game. Now I should be able to run and gun at the same time. It should be much more fun and easier experience. Right. This is the charm of kind of live let's try. So you have to figure out the problems as you go. There we go. Right, yeah. Right. So the toggle is like a constant forever toggle there. Again, very Contra style. I did see on the Steam pages that someone said that this was like a Contra rip-off. I wouldn't call what may I think there was like maybe an earlier version of like before this got released. It might have been maybe more Contra rip-off or something. This for me is just fine. It's very just Contra. Whoa, I need to change something. This is just very Contra inspired. This is not to me any like ripping off. But I think I read something of that someone mentioned that it was like using sound effect from like Contra games, and that's obviously is not cool. But it seems to be fixed right now here, so I guess in a way you could call it like the weapons a rip off, but like then we would have to like you have to stop making FPS game with like a shotgun and stuff like that, because shotgun has been a staple in FPS games since Doom in '93. So yeah, I don't have a problem with, you know, oh, we have a very Contra-like spread shot. Yeah, this feels just really, really fun so far. Just like the back in the day with the Contra games. Just really fun. It is easy, because games like this are very challenging. Right. But I think I would recommend to not turn on the the toggle lock on. Because you might, like me, start by not being able to run and gun. So yeah, having a switch is probably much better. But this was really fun. Again, I feel like I heard of something about this game. I don't know why I haven't like tried it or anything before. I have to try the laser, even though everyone hates the laser. That was a cool right, I need to remap. I'm not no sure. What should I remap? Oh wait. Ah, well, we are back in business. Okay. Right, so I should have changed lock onto that one. Some nice classic tunes here. Yeah, there's only one problem for me right now. That is, again, I have some very crazy buffering here. I don't know why. I do. Ooh. Oh. I'm also playing it here. Sometimes I might die here because I'm playing on a very tiny window. But that was brutal stuttering there. Ooh. Maybe lossless scaling could fix or alleviate a little bit of the stuttering problems here. I need to try that. Like make this game, the window a little bit, you know, we can try that in real time. Be able to do this. So. Oh wait, no. Right. I was wrong, I cannot do that. Lossless scaling has disabled window mode support. So yeah, okay. So we cannot use lossless scaling anymore. Right. That was unfortunate. Unless, did I think so? I don't think I have the old version. No. Yeah. You could use it Magpie, or it's called. Not for frame generation, but for but for just scaling games in window mode. Yeah, I really feel it's a really huge shame that lossless scaling did disable window mode support. It was a kick-ass feature to have. Oh man, yeah, this feels awesome. You know, if you... Oh damn, that's a tricky one. Yeah, if you like Contra and classic run and gun games, this is probably right up your alley. I don't know how long this is, but for €5, it feels really good. It plays really well here. And again, I really enjoy this art style. And if you don't play in window mode, you know, you're not gonna have the same problem as me that you are locked this very tiny 14, what was it, 1960p or something like that, very low resolution. Should have changed. It's a shame that you can't change some of the settings when you're like in game. It would have been nice if I could have just tried toggling on full screen here just to see how it would affect my gaming skills. Making things a little bit easier to spot on screen. And also it would be fun to try that when I game over just quickly. To see if it changes the smoothness. Oh crap. The stuttering could be due to window mode for some reason. You never know. If this was released in 2015, I have been missing out. That is just for sure. I should have played this a lot earlier. Oh shit. Oh man, I wanted those power-ups. Because we all know that power-ups makes a game much more easier in Contra style games. But this is a game, again, I do mention sometimes in videos that I don't mind a fair difficulty, right? And sometimes I go off, like, this feels like crap, this is just not feeling good, this feels unfair. And And this is a very good example, because when I die, I don't feel like it's the game killing me so far. And I don't mind the replaying here, because I know I'm gonna get good. That's a big difference to some other games where I just feel like that I mentioned in videos that like this feels like shit. It's difficult, yes, but it's not like a fair difficulty. There's nothing unfair so far in this difficulty here. When I die, it is me who's messing up so far, right? It could change. So I don't feel that I'm frustrated when I'm dying. I don't feel bad about dying. I just feel I need to do better. I like that difficulty. I feel a lot of games just, when they think difficulty, they don't think about, is this a fair difficulty, right? Like that, again, that was, I could have dodged this one. I could have learned, I could have run past it. I don't feel like, oh shit, this game just screwed me over. I feel that I should have done it better. That is the difficulty that I do enjoy. And again, I wish that we have more games that just went for that. Not just, oh, make it challenging. If they die, we succeeded. Again, I took a chance, took a shot there, when I was jumping up. And, you know, I knew that I could mess up badly. Again, I should... I don't feel that this is unfair. I know what's coming, right? I want to switch to full screen here and do a run here and try. Well, oh, yeah, let's quit and do... I want to check out full screen. Go... Oh, and let's go for... Oh wow, this game is exclusive full screen. This is a really old school game. Let's turn on smooth filter so you can see the difference in that one. I don't think this supports ultra widescreen, so we're not even gonna try that. It is a little bit interesting. There we go. Okay. Hopefully the game is recording still. Let me check that one out. No, game is not recording. Oh yeah. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let me do. Oh my god, I have to go in game and then out. This is very unfortunate. I'm gonna fix this with option. We have to do this. There we go. Yeah, that sucks. I would have loved to play it on a bigger screen. We're just gonna check out smooth motion, but I can do this though. There we go. This is kind of like a full screen windowed mode, but you have the border and stuff. A little bit weird, but it's the closest I can get to full screen with recording here. Right. Right. Does look like it's working. Here one. We have continuous, that's a feature. Right, so you start from here then. Yeah, it does look like we are... Hopefully we are working here. So every time you tab, the game pauses here. Interesting to see that I start with a spread shot here. I guess that maybe that's because we are in easy mode. A nice alternative fire. Let me just quickly... Yeah, I'm just having to double check recording here now. We haven't broke. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's see if I can do a little bit better with... Oh shit. When playing in full screen. But I have to do this, I'm sorry. No. No, that's... Oh. I have to do this, there we go. I have to continue. Level 2. I have to be in crispy mode. This game demands crispy. There we go. It was hurting my eyes playing in in the smooth motion, smooth filtering mode on such a big window. Run and gun, run and gun. Remember, always be shooting. Game like this, you never stop firing. Well, I guess you have to if you need to like change to charge mode, but the key to success in games like this are pretty much keep firing. So you can do like a full charge or a small charge. Ooh, that's a touch my little pinky toe. I was messing around. The alt fire on this main, your basic weapon here, the pea shooter, is definitely not the most powerful. Right, we did better again. That is definitely the charm of these classic games. They are fun to play, and it's fun to replay them to get better. I don't know, I think that is a missing art in some of the modern games. Making replaying when you die fun. Oh shit, that was my D-pad messing me up here. That was me messing up. Focusing, focusing. Definitely a very good feature to have the lock on here. That is definitely something that was very missing. Something I definitely missed in the original Contra. Very Contra inspired theme little song there, right? Or finishing song. Right, so this is the demo. Short and sweet. This easy mode. Let's try one more time for fun and go with the other character if there's any difference. Easy is definitely challenging enough for me at the moment, so let's just do that for a quick. I might have to check this one out, the full game. Again, there is some weird stuttering. But other than that, this is classic fun. I wonder if I tried to like try this previously, but I didn't get the gamepad working or something, or if I didn't get like if I accidentally did what I did this time I tried it with the lock on and then I might have accidentally like triggered the lock on the previous time. I feel I must have tried this. This must have come up on my radar since it has been out since 2015. But something must have stopped me from doing a video or like playing the full game. The stuttering is definitely a very big... Oh shit, I should have taken the spread first. The stuttering is definitely a huge problem that I need to look into, see if I can mitigate it. Hurt him, not now. Dodge, just dodge. This is definitely like, if you like the Contra games and classic run and gun, this is going to be a really fun experience. You know, again, I could see myself, if I get good enough to finish this on easy, then going for normal difficulty. A great graphic and everything. Good fitting sound. Now we're gonna stick with the easy mode, the spread. And again, like I can see that, like, might say that it's like a Contra rip-off in some ways. Like you have laser, you have spread shot, you have like the fire weapon, you have your pea shooter, and you have like similar style, but the levels are different. The audio, so far to me, is different. Just because you have just because you have the same weapon is not enough for me to call this like a like Contra rip-off. Because again, there's so many FPS games that I play, right? They have a pistol, they have a shotgun, they have maybe a revolver, they have a sniper. They are all basically the same, just like in this game. So, holy, if I, like, yes, I just think it's good that we have a solid spread weapon. I feel that more running guns should incorporate this badass spread weapon. Just like again, like the staple in FPS games. They have had like a shotgun that pretty much has been in every single game since Dune. Yeah, this is again the classic charm of the Contra games. I'm doing much better. Have I died yet? You know, I'm enjoying the weapons, I'm enjoying replaying here, getting better at the game. It's a fair difficulty here. And it's just very unfortunate again that it is very stuttery for me. Like, I don't know if the gameplay, recorded gameplay, is going to be stuttery. And spread makes everything easier and better. Alright, well, this is gonna be it for the Let's Try. This is a game I'm going to check out more myself. That is for sure. It's really weird. The panning was super smooth here by this boss, but not in the main game. So, let me do, just for quick here's. So, Super Cyborg demo version 1.26. Maybe things have been tweaked, you know, to the full game, I don't know. So, again, I need to really showcase this thanks to the user on the Steam forum, right? If you want to use a gamepad, you have to go in here using enter, and you have this, right? And then you can quickly rebind, then you go back out with enter, and now your gamepad should work. Because when you are in here, the settings you change here is not really applied unless you go out. So your gamepad is not going to work immediately in here, at least not for me, but when I was here, everything worked fine. So, go. But yeah, very Contra inspired. I don't feel it is any ripping off so far of the Contra, you know. It's not ripping off, it's more of a good, solid, like, fan service game to these classic games. It's like, looks really crisp and clean here. It plays perfectly, like I have no issues, and I love the lock-on. I do think that you should, again, probably go in here, right? Go in here and maybe change this to be hold, so you don't accidentally, you know, lock on and then like you can't run and gun like I did, and it took me a while to figure that one out. Fitting music here, and it's just nothing more to say than awesome game, and for €5, hell yeah. Window mode is a little bit luck, you know, it's a little bit of hit and miss here, right? If you have a less than like a 1440p or 1080p monitor, like it might be more fine that this game is very limited in resolution. But if you, like me, have a 4K monitor here, it is a tiny window mode and it's not great. But that's the only, pretty much the two downsides so far, or three for me, has been the window mode, that I can't change like more resolutions, and we have the stuttering problems for me, and that the gamepad just wasn't working from the get-go. That can be a showstopper for some people, but awesomely, really fun here. If you like running gun games, Contra games, this is really a solid experience. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, follow or check back to the channel if you don't want to miss me trying games and stuff. But that's gonna be it for this time. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye.